Hello viewers, welcome to the eSeniors GT3 Championship Group 3 races taking place at the Nurburgring. As was said with the Porsche Cup, it's been a very exciting week, shall we say, at the Nurburgring. Lots and lots of incidents, so let's see if the Group 3 guys can set a precedent on this very technical track and keep it on the the asphalt rather than the AstroTurf. The incidents we've seen have really been around the first corner and the last corner, where either cars have gone off or, there's been attempts at passing or just bad driving, I think it's fair to say. In every race this week, there's been a bit of a disaster on track. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to qualifying. We'll have a look at the table. I've got with me Jonathan Wood and Jeremy again. If you guys want to say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, fellow eSeniors and everyone else who's watching. This could be an exciting race.
It is indeed. So if we just have a quick look at the table, this is the up-to-date table for the Group 3, and you can see at the moment Don Queen is going to lose his lead, and that's official because he's not racing. It's as simple as that. I think he's got 2 weeks out now. But as you're aware, you can throw 4 races, so when everyone's thrown 4 races, the chances are he could end up being where he is, but I think it's probably going to be evening itself out a little bit. So this is a great opportunity for Stefan to claim the top of the championship as of today.
And Don Quinn is here.
He is. I was going to say he is here.
Oh, I thought he wasn't racing this weekend.
No. He is racing. He's on the server right now.
Oh, right. Well, I've got that wrong then, because I could have sworn he said he wasn't racing. Right. Okay, I've got that wrong.
I think
then.
that might have been Robert Obando in Group 2. Who is
not
leading that championship, by the way.
No. Just goes to show I can get things wrong. Okay, so Don Queen, so Don Queen could go well. What I will say, though, is looking at the server times of who's racing well at the moment, I think we're going to see a change around the top 4 places as a result of the race today, because Kenneth Lingham's been absolutely flying, and so has someone who's quite down the list at the moment, Jorgen. Jorgen Madsby Pedersen's been flying some fantastic laps in that Honda. So I think we're going to see a very interesting grid, probably more interesting than usual. So my apologies for that mistake. I do make them. I am only human after all. And there's so many names with these seniors, I can mix them up occasionally. The grey cells don't work the same as they've always worked. So what we'll do...
Mate, after last week's race, I don't think you are human, actually.
That was just keeping going. That was never give up, never give up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on board with someone. With Kenneth at the moment. I'll see if we'll stay with Kenneth. We'll jump on board with Kenneth and we'll do a lap guide when he starts to start and finish straight. I appreciate I do this each time. The lap guide's really to allow everybody, including people in the stream, just to understand that we do try to understand the track. We try to educate, explain what could go wrong at the track at certain places. And I think it's just nice to understand where we're driving. It's very easy to turn up at a track and just race it. I wouldn't say that's advisable, but it does happen. So at least for those who don't race regularly, if they've never done the Nurburgring, at least they're going to understand the track names, the track corners, where not to go, where to go, where not to brake, where to brake. As we saw in a couple of races this week, you get your braking points wrong and chaos ensues. So Kenneth's coming up to the final chicane now, and he's going to be coming round the last bend onto the start-finish straight. So this will be his first full lap looking at this. So he's now coming down the straight. And there goes his lap. Okay, so he's currently first with a 1:57.6. He'll come down, brake at the 100 marker board, brake hard, as you can see, into the Castrol corner 1, and cut the corner a little bit and get the power down as soon as possible. He'll then get the car central, and then he'll drift left into corner number 2, and this is the Mercedes Arena. He'll start getting the power down as he exits the corner, and then this corner he'll want to take as close to the apex as possible, corner 3. Keep it left a little bit, then start drifting right and get the power down into corner 4, and then flat out through to corner 5. He'll then move the car to the right hand side, and just after the cones on the right, if they're still there, as you can see they've already been taken out, he'll brake and take that corner either in 3rd or 2nd depending on what he's doing. That's corner 6, and this takes him into corner 7, which is the Ford curve. Get the power down, and again what he'll do is he'll keep the car left, brake just before the curbing on the left hand side, and either take the corner in either 2nd or 1st depending on his angle of attack, and that's corner 8, which is the Dunlop curve. He'll get the power down. He'll move the car to the right. He may ride the curb a little bit on the right. He might do a little bit of a touch on the brakes to just get the car balanced, and he'll go full throttle through the Schumacher S's here. He'll keep the foot flat down all the way to corner 11, which is Kumo curve. Braking here, cut the corner, get the power down, move to the left, and then take the corner on the right, which is the bit curve. And again, this is flat out all the way down. You can see the markings on the track. You can take the curb here a little bit. Most people just try and just get as close to the curb as possible. Get the car to drift to the right, and you're braking between the 150 more towards the 50. Brake hard into what is typically, the chicane, Vidal, corner 14 and corner 15. And this takes us into corner 16, which takes us back onto the straight, which is the Coca-Cola curve. Foot down, all the way down, start and finish line. And this is a 1:57.5, so that is currently the fastest lap. So we sat on board there with one of the people who I thought has the potential of going really well. I'm going to jump back a little bit to Sven. Sven's currently with a 1:58.7 and he's 0.8 up. Jonathan, do you want to say something? Sorry.
Hey, Mark. So I think Chris was interested in the chat to see what the driving inputs are looking like. So could we change the view so we can see any like oversteer moments? Because we know there's going to be like oversteer aplenty.
Oh, you know what? Like that. Is that it? No.
Hold on,
no. Wait a minute.
I'm waiting for the feed to change.
Ah, that one.
Yes, sir. That one. That's amazing.
So
awesome,
basically, yeah. Okay, so it's that's just to do with the camera. I normally go into the dash, so that's a cockpit view. So if I go to the dash, it looks like that. If I go to the cockpit, I go like that. So what I'll do is I'll go to the cockpit view from now on, rather than the dash view, which is what I normally go to. Always learning.
Yeah, what's interesting here is you not only get the driver the steering input, but you can actually see obviously the gear and when they're on the gas, on the brake, and you can see exactly what they're doing and what's going on in the car. So to compare between drivers and makes our life as a pundit a little bit better as well.
The problem I've got is I can't have the HUD on at the same time as broadcasting. So once the HUD's on with the revs and stuff,
see. Okay.
Yeah, I can have it on that view, but I can't have the HUD on and control it the same. So that'll cause a bit of a problem. So I know what you're saying. I mean, but at least we can now see oversteer, understeer, which is more than what we could see before.
Yeah, it's at least briefly, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I could always switch. If we're riding on board, I can do that. That won't be a problem.
Oh, we're now in the 56s. So Kenneth Lingholm is 56.9. And
That's
then
right.
You've got Peterson a half a second behind. So there's still a ways to go here, though. We've still got 11 minutes.
So they're two of the guys who I mentioned. So let's jump on board with Nikos. Nikos is currently 2/10 up with a 1:58.3. He needs to gain a bit more time here. As you can see, top left. You can't see that under the Nurburgring banner. You can just see he's 0.4 tenths up there. So he's a 1:58.3 at the moment. He's going to go into the 1:57s here. Yeah, 1:57.8 I think he's going to do, which is going to put him on 4th. So Nikos means business today. That tells me Nikos is going for it. He's not happy with last week, his win. I think he wants another one this week. Looking at that,
he's definitely not happy with yesterday. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, interesting that corner. Then when he cut it, if you do that throughout the whole race, you'll lose your pressures. So it's one of them people think in qualifying that it's easy to cut. It is, but if you do that in the race, lap after lap after lap, you'll get into about 35 minutes in, 30 minutes in, and you'll get your pressures going on your right rear, and that'll kill your race because you will not recover it. So Nikos is 2/10 up again. So he's going for a 1:57.6 at the moment. He's even better. He's going for a 1:57.4. He's going for second or third here, Nikos. He's going for. He's looking like he's going for. He wants a 1:56, Nikos here. Let's have a look who's in the chat. Hi James. Happy Friday. Melvin's babysitting. We'll be quiet, Melvin. Shh. Hi, Billy.
And interestingly, Stefan Buckley, he's on the track right now, but he's just like yesterday with Chris Bourne. He still has not gotten a banker lap. So he's just coming across the finish line right now. Let's see what he has.
Nikos got really loose then, and he was going up for 7/10. So let's move to Don. The Don's 7/10 up at the moment. His best is a 158. This is going to take him to a 158.1. No, it's going to now take him into the 157s. So
and Stefan straight up into P3.
There you go. What were you saying? He's not done a lap yet.
yeah, he hadn't done a lap, but he was like biding his time, watching to see what was going on around him, and I guess see what kind of numbers he has to be looking at. But he was straight into P3. That's bloody excellent.
I tell you what, that's looking a bit. The top 7 there.
Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah, second.
I just
basically
hope,
the top 7.
I mean, Nikos might jump in the chat. He quite often does. I just hope Nikos brakes properly in the first lap, because this could make or break him, couldn't it? This, if he gets it right, he's going to race well. The only thing I did notice is Nikos is driving a very loose car, very, very loose, and to drive a loose car for that many laps on a track like this, that's going to take some doing. So we're on board with Richard McKay at the moment. He's 2/10 up. His best is a 158.1. Who else is in the chat? Hi, Steve Howells. Welcome, my friend. Hi, Mr. Bourne.
Hello, gentlemen.
I'm Chris. Hi, Chris. Nearly got a 154 on the server earlier. I was quite chuffed. I'm glad you're in Group 1. Hi, Derek. Hi, Frank. Hi, Terry. Yeah, he's lost a bit of time. He's 1/10 up. He's going to put himself into the 158 flats here if he's lucky, which isn't going to move him up a little bit. I'll keep an eye on who else is doing really well. So we got Craig. I nearly got a 154 yesterday. Then I left the pits.
He was dreaming.
Yeah.
You know, I was on the server last night with a couple of these guys who are driving and this race right now, and you know, I got down to a 56 flat, and I mean, I was sweating. There was no way I was going to go any faster. So 54 is just insane.
So this is it. So Richard's done well. He's 6/10 up, and that's put Richard in 4th. So he's just added to the top 8 who are in the 156 or 157s. Kenneth's going to have to be watching very carefully. He's going to be in Group 1 next season, I think. Him and Don and possibly Stefan. Sorry, Group 2. Group 1. God, that gave him a heart attack. Right, so he's so everyone's struggling now.
Nikos has gone off.
Yeah, everyone's struggling now to better the times. I think they've got that plateau. I will say Sousa, I was watching him before. He was into the 157s, 158s. So I do expect Sousa to get quicker if he can put a good lap together. Andy Skelton, his best is a 158.9. He's currently 4/10 up. That will move him up a place. He has lost a bit of time.
Yeah, Manuel Sousa, I would say, like, he's definitely one of the most improved drivers this season. He's doing really well.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of time, Andy Skelton there. Sousa's now 6/10 up. So he's 2 minutes. He's going for the 159. So he's gonna make the 159s. But as I said, I was watching Sousa. There's 5 minutes to go. I expect Sousa to put a really good lap in at some point in the Bentley.
So I've been watching Nikos, and you know, going through the lap, I'm looking to see where he's gaining and losing. And I actually think that he could be in the 56s if he got the perfect lap. Right now, he's more than half a second up.
I can
Actually,
see that.
he's almost a full second up right now. And
Yeah.
right now, he's losing the time again.
Yeah.
It's very interesting seeing that time like seesaw.
Yeah, we're on board now with Nikos. He's 4/10 up as it stands, a 157.8. This will move him to a 157.4. So we could claim 3rd place from Stefan Buckley here. If he can gain another 10th, he will claim 3rd. If he gains another 2 tenths in these last the last few sections, he's going to end up getting 2nd here. He's 5/10 up now, so he's definitely third. He's lost it, but Sven in front of him is matching. Sven is going quicker.
I really like to take our drivers and compare them to Formula One drivers of the present and of the past. And Nikos, I would relate him to a modern day eSeniors version of Jean Alesi. What do you think?
I don't know where you get that one from, but that's very interesting.
He lost 3/10 on that final section there. He's only moved up one place. And saying that, Sven's done the same. He's lost all the time. Nikos has gained from that. So Sven was absolutely flying, and he lost so much time in that last section.
You know, it's very close. The top 6 there within the same second. And that makes me very worried for that first lap.
That makes me excited, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope they take it easy and attack later.
I mean, 4/10 between pole and second is a lot.
So explain that one. Why Jean Alesi?
Well, Jean Alesi, he was always kind of really ragged, right? Really on the edge, more often over the edge rather than on the edge. But there were days where he would pull it out the bag, and he would. I mean, sure, he only had one win in his racing career, in Formula One, but he was always like there or thereabouts. But on the other hand, he also had days that were just completely off, like where he wasn't even close. Yeah. So that's where I kind of relate the two, Jean and Nikos.
But I like that. You should write an article and put all those the equivalents of eSeniors to F1. That would be
which driver they are. Which driver they are.
I think about it quite often. Our Jim Clark is definitely Carlo Vanderbrandt for sure. Perhaps Chris Bourne is our Jackie Stewart. I'm trying to think. Who's our Nigel Mansell? But it really is amazing. So many drivers of the past. I think Peter is pretty much our Ronnie Peterson, just a beautiful driver to watch, and super fast. It is so much fun to compare these drivers.
Or even Niki Lauda.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I like that. I like that analogy. It would be like having another avatar. That's pretty interesting.
The question is, who's our Gilles Villeneuve?
Don't even go there.
I can see where you're going with that one. Right, so
I know who our Andrea de Cesares is, but I'm not going to say.
Penny's just dropped. Yeah, I get you. Okay, so Billy Stewart, I'm just jumping back, is 1.2 seconds up. He's going for a 1:58.4 here, which will move him into 9th, into the top 10, if Billy can keep it together. Chris is saying Nikos is Montoya.
Yeah, this is Montoya. That's good. I like that.
No, is it Nikos Mazepin?
Oh my God!
Don't be mean.
Craig Holmes says I put my hand up for Mazepin.
Oh, what a topic! Brilliant.
I think Craig Holmes actually is our Nigel Mansell. For me, he'll go for a gap that's not even there. He'll just he just throws it in, right? And I almost think that he's shut his eyes and hope
well, comes out there's going to be a big change here. Joe Ryan is 7/10 up, and one. Look at that! What a lap!
Wow!
What a lap!
Very nice. Very nice.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. I just said it was absolutely flying there. Billy again is going even quicker. He's going for the 1:57.7s here as we come to the end of qualifying. So this is a do or die. Kenneth Lingham is 3/10 up. Oh, he's lost it all. He was 4/10 up at one point.
I don't think he's bettered that time from earlier on, has he?
No, it was looking good, but then I think he's obviously broke himself. And Melvin's Rin Tin Tin apparently.
Well, does Craig have a moustache? Craig, in the chat, do you have a moustache, mate?
No, he doesn't. Not from the pictures I've seen, anyway.
Well, Sunday, of course, is Halloween. So
Yes.
for the Group 1 race, Craig, I think you need to wear a mustache.
and Derek writes, we know who Jensen is. Yes, we do, Derek.
So Don Queen is 7/10 up also, who's just behind Billy. So he's going to carry on in front of Billy. Billy was looking to take. He's lost a lot of time, Billy, there. A lot of time. He's gained it again. He's got his power down. He's going to go into the 157s here. He's moved up one place. Don Queen, who's just behind him. 6/10. He's going for a 157.3.
Nice.
And he's gone to 4.
Nice one. Nice one. Very nice.
Look at that. So we've got 9 drivers in a 157 or less. This is going to kick off, innit? You just know it's going to kick off.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting start. I think for Kenneth, it's...
Okay, so going to set up and do a bit of a grid walk and talk you through who the movers and shakers were as a result of qualifying. So first with pole in the red Bentley, we've got Kenneth Lingham, followed closely by Joe Ryan. I think that's Joe Ryan's first front row. So well done there, Joe Ryan in the Porsche. On the next side of the grid, we've then got Sven, who's done a fantastic job in the McLaren. Again, I think that's the highest Sven's actually qualified. We're followed by Don Queen in his normal pink-coloured Ferrari. We then got Jorgen in the Honda. Again, another fantastic qualifying from Jorgen, and Stefan in the Lambo on the right-hand side there. The next car we've then got is Richard in the Gulf-coloured Porsche, followed by Nikos in the purple liveried Aston Martin. We then got Billy Stewart, and that's the Ferrari. And then on the right hand side to the right of it, we've got Andy Skelton in the Lexus. Oops, what's going on there? We've then got the big blue Bentley of Eric, and then we've got David Blythe in the Heroes liveried Aston. They've got Souza in number 30 in the Bentley, and then we've got Uwe, Sven's brother, in the white Porsche 117, and I've got a lot of jumping going around over here. And then towards the end, we've got Luke in the light blue McLaren, or whatever colour you want to call it. And then on the back of the grid, we've got John Wilson in the Castrol Silk Cut. I think he joined late, actually. And then obviously Jeremy will not be racing as a result of this. He's just here to watch. So what we'll do is we'll go to the Helicam.
Yeah, Ollie just said that Kevin, his game crashed and he's not on the server any longer. The problem is the race is locked. He won't be able to get back in.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, if he joins, there's a chance he's going to lag, especially coming from New Zealand. So as a result of that, we've got to, obviously we can't afford. Could you imagine getting a lag into the first corner? God, it would be chaos. More so than normal. We go, 10 seconds to go. Yeah, Kevin's got a connection issue there. Can't see him. Yeah, once it goes to the grid, it won't let him in. So Kevin's out of it now, unfortunately.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, we're just starting to roll. always sets them up here to go through the chicane bit into the Coca-Cola curve, and then sets them up ready to go. You can see a couple of cars getting a bit close there, shall we say, a bit comfortable with each other. But luckily the ghosting's there, so there's going to be no issues to start with. Let's see how it goes. Kenneth's making good space there. He's looking for a good start.
Here we go, fingers crossed.
And that's it. They've gone green, and off we go.
That's right. Ooh, yeah, no, yeah, okay.
Just watching.
Very close there.
It was. Oh, Uwe!
Oh, no,
Uwe's two contacts.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to give in. He doesn't want to give in. And Don's made it back again.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was highly predictable.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that was contact there. I think.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty much an unsafe rejoin.
I was thinking that myself.
Yeah.
And you can see here, Jorgen's going for Sven. He's going up the inside. Sven's defending. Jorgen's going to make this. Yeah. And there's a lot of cars very close behind there as well. There's one gone off. That skeleton gone off. He's rejoining. He's rejoining safely. In fact, he's cutting the corner. Why bother rejoining? I like the grass much better. At least he's safe. He's not caused any issues there. So Don has got it all to do now. Don's gone off again. He's gone to the pits. So I've got a feeling Don's going to join the stream in a minute.
He's got a broken
car.
He's
in the pits. His race is pretty much over.
Hi, Rickard. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Kevin, we believe you lost connection. Once they've gone on the grid, you can't rejoin. It's deliberate to stop any lag. Obviously, we've fallen foul of this before, where people have come onto the grid or during the race because they've disconnected and people have ended up going off. So at the moment, Buckley is in a fantastic position.
Absolutely.
He's in B2.
He's in
Brilliant.
B2. He missed all that trouble at the beginning. So I think Don's received damage. Don will come back out, I think, and he'll have another go. Don't forget, it's a long race. Don's not going to be the only one who's going to go off. I think we're going to see a lot of cars going off. And as the tyres start wearing, I think it's going to get more and more unpredictable. But Kenneth straight out the track there. He meant business, didn't he? From qualifying straight away. So let's just jump back a little bit. Richard McKay is putting pressure on Billy. So Billy's made a fantastic start as well.
And you know what? Stefan is right up the you-know-what of Kenneth. He's as close as he can be, really, without, having issues hitting him. So I think he's actually got the speed of Kenneth.
Yeah, Andy Skelton's just been passed by Wilson. I think Andy's just getting to grips with the car after him losing a bit of track time there before. I expect Andy to start coming back into this. Yeah, we'll just jump.
And the interesting thing about this is that Stefan, he's a very wily guy, and his normal plan is to just kind of sit back the first few laps and watch people just kind of fall by the wayside, gain position, make sure that he's got the pace, and then start really racing. Right now, we're in lap 2, and he's at the head of the field, so it's completely different for him. For this race, so he's going to be going for the win. He's going to be sweating buckets. Like, come on, Stefan! You know who I'm rooting for.
Yeah, we really didn't know. We watched this about commentators' impartiality.
Hey, no, I'm not a commentator. I'm a pundit. It's different.
No, he did have a good start, but he also benefited. He benefited from that huge mess turn 1 as well.
Yeah, I mean, Stefan did. Thing is, though, he kept out of trouble. And that's one of the key things. It's keeping out of trouble. And the number of times we see people going for silly moves, and Stefan didn't. He thought, you know what, if they want to fall over themselves, let them. I'm going to quite happily go round the outside. And that's what I do if I'm mid-pack. I sit there and go round the outside to avoid the central part of the trouble. More often than not, you come out of it. You might come out of it one place down where you started, but actually when it all kicks off, you're way ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, but look at the contrast between the start of this race for Stefan and the start of the race on Monday with our warm-up race, because he caused he was mid-grid for the qualifying, and he caused an absolute calamity with something like 18 cars having problems facing the wrong direction. So he obviously learned from that, and he's been practicing all week, and this is the result.
Absolutely.
Ollie was saying Steph was fairly aggressive at the start. I'm not convinced, Ollie, actually. All things considered, there was more drivers more aggressive than he was. I think he knew what he was doing.
But see, it's very interesting to see that the pace in the race after 2-3 laps now is not reflecting the pace of qualifying, except for Kenneth Lindholm at the front. The rest is not. They're not showing their speed.
I mean, they're running a lot of fuel, don't forget, so I would expect them times to improve, but I think the tyres will go against them at some point. I mean, Kenneth's Kenneth's looking like he's going to do the 156 in race trim here. He's 6/10 up already from his best lap.
He's going faster. He's getting faster all the time.
He is, and he's stretching the gap. He's almost 2 seconds ahead of Stefan, and Stefan has got 2 seconds on the car behind him as well. So let's see what happens here.
What's with the game sound? Can't hear any cars. Is that correct? There's definitely sound going through for the cars. When we're speaking, you can't. That's by design. So if we stop speaking,
they cannot hear the volume.
Yeah,
the car sounds.
I think they're telling us to shut up, mate.
Oh, Nikos has gone off. Nikos is at the wall.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Turn the car volume up. I can do that. How's that? I'll go inside a car so you can hear it. We'll go inside Uwe's. Oof. Better. Thanks, Ricard. I mean, the settings are the same as normal, to be honest. When we speak, it's designed to lower the volume so you can hear us. But if you don't want to hear us, that's fine. We fully understand that. Right, I'll keep it on that setting. I can go louder if required. Move it up a little bit more. There's been a pass. Richard's got past Billy.
Oh, and Luke just hit Nikos.
Yeah, the three of these are close. Sousa, Luke, and Nikos.
Yeah.
Nikos has took that corner really wide. Sousa's got it spot on there. Sousa should have a good run here. Nikos has gone defensive very quickly. Who's going? Nikos is struggling here.
Yes, he is. Maybe he damaged his car.
I mean, he did hit the wall on the start-finish straight. Ricard, we're rambling. Thanks, Ricard. Now we'll always. Oh, what's Nikos doing?
Oh, yeah, well.
It looks like he got hit from behind.
No. I'm not convinced on that, and the reason why I'll show you. The reason is I'll show you.
Nikos moved back. He shouldn't have moved back.
Nikos cut Sousa up there. I think it's
Nikos, his steering is all skew with.
Yeah, he should go to the pits. Broken. So watch this here.
He's going in the pits.
Yeah, so Sousa goes for the pass because he's got a better drive, if I'm not mistaken. Nikos has just come across.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, you're right.
That was...
that's a big impact as well. Oh, it looked like he went straight through the fence for a moment. It looked like a Grosjean.
He didn't have to do that, yeah.
But yeah, that's Nikos into the pits, and obviously he's gonna. He's not gonna repeat last week. Stefan's up now, so Stefan's got himself going again. He's up on his last lap, so I think Stefan's now finding his mojo and his lines a bit now.
Yeah, so we've lost our Jean Alesi. He's actually still trying to go down the pits, trying to get into his pit box, and Flavio is like jumping up and down.
And Don Quinn just remains in the pits.
No, Don Queen's in the chat.
He's in the chat. So how come you're not racing, Don?
I presume because he knows his race is lost.
Yeah, but he could still.
Well, he could have passed Nikos.
Well, I think Don realizes that he's going to be able to drop 4 races anyway, and this is probably going to be one of them. It hasn't been a particularly good week, and he's like, you know what? Let's not give myself any more pain. Let's just enjoy the race, watching it on YouTube with commentators.
That's it.
Yeah, we're having a very difficult week.
Peter Miles has gone out as well. I lost the track also, no ping. I think I was next to Kevin.
Wow.
I'd just done the update. That may have done it. Not convinced. I don't know. Stefan's flying here. He's very, very, very consistent, Stefan. There's no one close on track at the moment. It's
No.
Yeah, they're very spread out.
Just show you the full track map, just so you can see exactly where everyone is. There's no very close cars on there. You can see all the numbers quite clearly. I mean, you've got 906 and that coming together.
No, there is something happening at the back.
Yeah, I've just seen that. I've just gone to that now. So, yeah, John Wilson and David Blythe, I think it was.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I do like that livery, don't you? It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's a really good livery.
Nice.
I remember I went to the Le Mans 24 Hours in, I think it was 1989, and that was when the Jags had that livery, and it was just beautiful.
So Mikhail's asking a question. Mikhail, first of all, there's no stints. So for your benefit, it's a start-to-finish race with no pit stops. So fill your car to start to finish. If you feel you want to do a pit stop, feel free to do it, but you'll be the only one doing it unless people crash. So for Sunday, put enough fuel in to see you from the start to the finish.
Yeah, pit stop will be next week on Silverstone.
Yay. In the dark and in the wet, right? Yeah?
No. No dark. No dark and no wet.
Damn. There goes me not winning.
Are we going to be doing a late afternoon race, Jeremy?
I did have one scheduled. I don't know which one it was, Jeremy.
Yeah,
we had one for the dusk, didn't we? We had a dusk one planned.
No. Jonathan mentioned the light. It's really nice at the end of the day. So yes, remind me, please, on Sunday. I will set the server around 5 p.m., 6 p.m. at night.
Now, that might actually change the track temperature, or is that something that you can do manually?
No. Yeah, it's not going to affect things too much, but
it'll definitely look beautiful. When the sun is like low in the sky, you get those long shadows and lots of mirror effect, and it really does show off ACC.
There you go, Jeremy. Dimitri, hi Dimitri, saying Kyalami is good at the end of the day. So do we put Kyalami as a sunset race?
Yeah, that's a good idea as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks amazing. You get to the top of the hill and you look down on Kyalami, and it's just beautiful. Yeah,
it is really nice.
That's a good call. That really good call. So Derek wants to do his pit stop this week, so he doesn't have to do it at Silverstone. Right, let's move forward a little bit. The track is so spread out.
Yeah, there is no close battles.
The battle's closer in the pits with them 3 cars in the pits, and one of them's you.
And now it's at this point in the race, like in a situation like this, where you need a little button where you can actually pop bananas out on the racetrack.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And maybe some water sprayed all over the place as well. We can change the weather, let them have a little bit more effort in there.
Yeah, this is something I don't understand with ACC. They should have options to do that on the server, and even allow that to be live. That would be thrilling. Like to all of a sudden have rain come during 20 minutes of the race and then disappear, sun comes back on.
But you can do that.
You can?
Yeah.
No, you cannot really set that precisely and say
no, you
lap
can.
15.
No, you can't. You can't set it per lap, but you can set it for the race. So 1 minute in the race, it'll go really dark and cloudy. Then the heavens will open. Then all the clouds will clear. You can set that.
Yeah, but would it be each time at the same time?
Nope, and that's the point.
Man, that's it. That's the problem.
What's the problem with that? That's perfect.
Well,
I'm sorry, but you don't practice. No. You don't practice and get rain at 7 o'clock. Then the next day you get rain at 7 o'clock.
No. The problem is that we have 3 groups, right? So Group 3 wouldn't have that storm at the same time Group 2 has, or Group 1 has.
They might get it at the beginning. They might get it at the end.
Yeah, that's it. Well,
like Bernie, make it so.
So Frank's joined the stream. Hi, Frank. What about Bathurst for a late start?
Yeah.
That'd look stunning as well, wouldn't it?
Oh, we've had a little bit of action here.
Yeah. Looks like Luke and Manuel have passed Uwe there.
Yeah, they've actually got a battle, a 4-way battle
there we go.
For 9th place.
I'll tell you who's doing well, Jeremy. Luke.
Yes, absolutely. And right now, McKay... is it?
It is. It's McKay on Sven.
McKay and Sven. That's right.
That's right. He's
and look, he's doing terrific. He's been struggling, but he's doing very well.
There's Jeremy.
Down Mars.
Yeah. Okay. My dog has something to say as well.
There's Jeremy's Amazon delivery. The way that Porsche bounced over the curbs then was brilliant. Oh, look at the braking difference. Richard's got great braking there. Oh, pizza, Rick, I'd say. He's just not going to get the run down there, is he?
It does look like Andy Skelton has got the legs of the guys in front of him, and he's running in P12 right now.
He's getting quicker, isn't he, Skelton?
Yep.
Sven got loose there. Very loose. He's lost a lot of time. No contact. Oh, well done.
Going.
Well done. Yes.
And that's a really good example of somebody looking at the radar and knowing when he cannot turn in, that the corner is lost.
You know what, Jonathan? I was just about to say the same. It can be done.
Yeah, 100% can be done.
Well, I think we're going to see Richard disappear now. He's 3 seconds he's 3.8 seconds behind Joe Ryan. So let's see if he can close that gap. I will say this is looking like Sven's best race so far. He's looking really competitive this race, Sven. I think he should take a lot away from this, from his start in the up to the 32nd minute. He's been absolutely bang on it. Andy Skelton's made the pass. He's managed to pass Uwe, Sven's brother.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think as well, John Peterson is slowly catching up. Stefan.
Yeah.
He is. He's less than 2 seconds behind Stefan.
Uwe's not giving up. Uwe is not giving up. He wants that place back that Andy's taken. So Andy needs a good couple of laps here to get them nailed. Just to keep that gap. You can see he's actually pulling away up there.
Oh, he's gone off.
Oh, he's gone wide.
Yeah.
But he went very defensive there. See the way he took the inside line? No, you're not having that. But I will say Uwe should get a really good run here. And if he gets the right run, he can dive up the inside. I mean, yeah, he's going to have to brake. He's too far out there. In fact, Skelton's pulling away. That almost looks like Uwe's not got a full throttle. I wonder if we can go in board with Uwe and I can put the throttle on temporarily. Let me go on board with Uwe and we'll see if he's actually got full throttle. I'm not convinced he's got full throttle. Just hold on a minute. He's got throttle there. Oh, he's got full throttle. It just doesn't seem as quick and he can't seem to get the power down the same.
Maybe he's running full wing, a full wing package.
I was thinking that.
Andy isn't.
Yeah, that was the other option. So Rob's
it's
asking.
Also possible. It's possible that he might have short shifted as well. You know, going down the straight.
Yeah, but you don't want to be short shifting this early on, though, do you? that's really
absolutely
worrying.
Not. Yeah, absolutely not. But you know, we do things by accident. There have been times when I go for the gear and I hit it twice. You know, it happens.
Yeah, I've got mine set, so I can't do that twice. I've got to do it properly. I've got the delay set, so it doesn't do it for me. Rob's just asking, hi Rob, how come Nikos is so far behind? Unfortunately, he had a couple of problems. One was called pit wall, and the other was called barrier. He's got a very good friend called Barry. You know, who's from Barrier, and he familiarised himself with his friend Barry early on. So he damaged his car, and then unfortunately he had a contact with Sousa as a result of his damage. That introduced him into Barrier.
Sousa almost lost his car there trying to catch Luke.
Yeah, I can see now Andy Skelton's pulling away. So further down the track in front, Sousa is trying to catch Luke. I don't know if he'll catch him, but brakes this time, Rob. No, actually, fair dues to Nikos. I don't think he had a braking issue this time. I think he's just got it. I think
Uwe's gone off.
Who?
Yeah, Uwe went off at turn 1.
Oh, he did go wide, did he? Go deep.
Yeah, he actually hit the barrier.
Oh, right.
No.
Yeah, just for reference, I'm going to jump on board with Stefan's rear cam, and you can see now Jorgen's catching. In fact, I'm going to jump away. Luke's been passed by Sousa. I think Luke got his car a bit loose there. Sousa made a fantastic pass, looking at that. You can see Luke's not giving up, though. Sousa's gone defensive here. He's gone to the inside. He's now going to drift left. Luke wouldn't take that. I'll tell you what, though. Andy Skelton wants these, doesn't he? Look at him flying down there.
See, he's hungry. He's hungry for it.
Well, this is 2 places. This is buy one, get one free, this. He fancies the bog off on the pass.
And let's not forget that, Andy is Chris's understudy here, so he's been learning a lot from Mr. Chris Bourne. So I'd expect him to be faster than these guys. Oh, looks like Manuel went a little bit too deep there.
He did. He went a bit wide, but he kept it. But Skelton, look at the different lines between Luke and Skelton there. Skelton's lines were so straight compared to Luke's. Yeah, he's so
and this
much
track
quicker.
It's so twisty, it's so bendy, and you want to keep the steering wheel as straight as possible so you get all that drive. If you've got your foot on the gas and you're turning, you're going to be losing speed.
Yeah. Getting the power down well there is Andy Skelton. But I think Andy can see he's got 2 cars within 2 seconds ahead of him. And to be honest, he's not further away. He's not further down the road from Eric as well. He's got the potential of another 3 places here to put him into 8th place.
Meanwhile, Kenneth is 8 seconds now ahead of Stefan, who has a buffer of less than 2 seconds behind him.
Yeah, of Jorgen. Yeah, it's 9 seconds actually, the gap, 9.2.
Yep.
And Jorian is 6 seconds behind Jorgen. Richard is putting pressure on Jorian. He's brought that gap really down. He's within a second. In fact, he's going for it. There you go. Porsche v Porsche. So at the moment, Richard's had a fantastic race. So Richard's gained 2 places at the moment, but he's potentially going to put himself into 4th. 26 minutes to go. Still a long time to race.
Now, something I'm noticing when they hit that left-hander after the Schumacher S is that they're not using the curb. And, generally speaking, when you see tire marks, like heavy tire marks on an inside curb, that's where you want to be. And they're missing it completely. They're losing lap time by not running over that curb.
Well, I was watching Billy Stewart on the server racing. And I noticed that when he was taking the Schumacher S's, he was not going. He was actually holding off accelerating, so he didn't hit the curbs, and he was losing so much time. But he's obviously.
Oh, okay. Well, Richard just spun.
No, Jolyon spun. Jolyon spun.
Yeah, Jolyon spun. Yeah. And he spun on that inside curb on turn
That's
1.
Right.
What did I say a couple of seasons ago? If you get on that inside curb, don't get on the gas too hard because you're going to go around because there's like a dip right there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, he over-rotates the car, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So Richard's now looking comfortable in 4th. Sven's moved up a place now as a result of that. Jory's got it all to do now. And I don't know whether he actually damaged his car when he hit that barrier. He's now friends with Barry as well. And Eric is putting pressure on Billy. But he's just. I'll tell you, Eric's had some fantastic races recently. He had a good race in the constructors.
Yeah, he's doing real well. Yes.
Yeah, he's, as I said, you see the racers who all of a sudden didn't he have a third a couple of weeks ago or 4 weeks ago or something? Eric, I'm sure he had a third place.
I believe he did. Yes, I believe he did real well not too long ago. But he's improving, no doubt about that.
Uwe's off. He's taking the shortcut across the grass, and that allows John to pass him now. So Nikos is 3 laps down actually as we stand. So Nikos is going to finish in 15th. He's not going to better that unless a driver in front falls off the track. And Eric's lost a lot of time here after us just praising him. Commentator's curse. He's lost a lot of time to Billy Stewart over a second. Right, Andy Skelton is hunting Luke down, which I thought he'd already passed. So have I missed something here? Has Andy made a mistake and we've missed it?
I didn't see anything.
Because I didn't see anything there.
Because I thought Andy Skelton had passed Luke before. And Manuel.
No, he hadn't passed him yet.
No.
He was still behind Luke and Manuel.
Yeah.
But he's now like less than half a second behind Luke, so it's game on. He might actually get him here. He got a great drive out of the last turn.
He's got a good run here. This is definitely going for it.
He's going to be able to dive. He's going to send it now.
Yeah, he's now got the corner. He's now got the corner. Get his braking point right. Bit deep.
Very deep. Yeah, he's too deep.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he's going to have to try it again.
Well,
he had him. He absolutely had him.
Luke acquired the new CSL DD this week, and I think he's starting to tame it.
Yeah, Rickard Weston says too much send. Yeah. Absolutely. But at least he sent it though, you know.
I think he'll get him again. Meanwhile, Joe Ryan, who went off before, he's looks like he's running quicker again now. I've got Jorgen showing as white, which indicates that he's going slow, but he's not.
Yeah, I'm actually riding on board with him right now, and he made a big error coming out of the center of the Schumacher S's. He was out on the gravel, so he lost a little bit of time there.
So that's why he was white then. Okay. So his gap to Stefan's increased again now.
Yeah, he lost a full second in that little excursion right there. So in the chat earlier, I mentioned that Jorgen Pedersen's car, that whether he was running the Chick-fil-A car. So I don't know if you guys know, but in the US here, there's a very, very popular fast food chain called Chick-fil-A, and their logo is red and white. And I swear to God, it looks like he is sponsored by Chick-fil-A. So there it is. That's the explanation for anyone who doesn't know the reference.
Just a quick question from Ollie. Are we going to have a driver interview today? Unfortunately, Ollie, I did ask the question. I got 0 volunteers, so we're not going to have a driver interview today. Obviously, we can't force people to do it. It is all purely voluntary. I did mention the prospect, can somebody put the name forward? But no one did put the name forward, so obviously that means there's going to be no interview, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you know, in the chat room above us, there's Jorgen and there's Stefan, and they're locked in a battle. So there's no way we're gonna ask them if they're game. So yeah, it's just race on.
And it is fair, you know, if it's not right for us to impose ourselves for the benefit of the stream. If these guys are racing, some people don't like speaking, they don't like the distraction, and so on. So you know, I think it's only fair if people are happy to do it. The interview with Terry was brilliant. I thought he spoke really clear, and the fact that he was racing, he did lose a place actually, and then got the place back again, which I felt quite bad about. But you know, at the end of the day, it does add something to it.
Yeah, but talk about being an F1 driver and having your engineer in your ears any time during the race.
Yeah. So we've got. It looks like we've got a couple for the Group 1 anyway, because Chris sounds like he's gay. Don gave a thumbs up, but Don, a thumbs up, mate, it just indicated to me you agreed with the question. If you wanted to do it, you should have turned around and said you're happy to do the interview. But obviously, do you want to get on chat now? We can do the interview now you're in the chat. It might not have worked out so much if you know, obviously, your unfortunate circumstances there. But yeah, I think I've got... we'll see what goes on, Chris. I might have someone else lined up, and someone else might have beat you to it for Group 1. But certainly, we're looking for racers every week who are quite happy to do interviews. Certainly in the group championships, less so probably in the Porsche and the GT4 because it's categories anyway, and it's probably harder. And the racers who race each week on them vary quite a lot as well. Okay, Don. So if that's the case, Don, if you're racing next week, can I put you down for that for next week? And what I'll do is I'll make contact with you just to explain how it all works, and obviously we'll bring you on board when it's easy and suitable rather than you in the midst of a battle. So we're just going to have a race of interviews. 1, 2, or 3. The guys, you do realise that means they actually don't like us speaking, doesn't it? Jorgen's doing some good lap times here now. Good angles through that corner. Joe Ryan's still putting the pressure on here. Joe Ryan wants his position back from Sven. You'll see Sven going through the curves up there. But again, they're not riding the curves like you said, Jonathan, are they?
They are not, no. They're really keeping away from them.
Even that corner, which you can cut the hell out of.
Yep. That's that critical corner as well. You'll lose a half a second by not going over that curb.
Right, so we've got Don Queen for next week then. That's a signed, sealed and delivered. Brilliant, Don. Thank you very much for that. Don't worry, there's no surprise. I'll let you know what we're asking beforehand, so you can get clear in your mind. I did the same with Terry.
So looking at lap times, our leader, his last lap was a 58.9, and then we had Stefan of 59.5, so he's dropping back, and then a 59.1 from the third place man. So the second and third are definitely closing up.
Yeah, I can see that now. I'm just watching. MP, you're giving away Go Fast Secrets, am I? What Go Fast Secrets am I giving away there? So what we'll do is we'll do a quick run down the grid. So we're with Kenneth at the moment. So Kenneth's currently 12 seconds clear of Stefan Buckley, unless he makes an absolutely huge mistake and someone's gone deep at the bottom. That was Nikos. Nikos has just gone off again. Nikos wants to build sandcastles. Unless he made some massive mistake, Kenneth, I think he's definitely going to clear this one a little bit. We've got the Stefan who's in second place at the moment. He's getting put under a bit of pressure from Jorgen, but actually that gap's increased a little bit. So I think Jorgen's either... This is the time actually when the tyres may have gone off. Those drivers who've spun, those drivers who've gone off track could now be paying the price. As we know, Stefan is like a robot in that car. Every lap, his corners, his angles, his braking points are the same. So his tyres aren't going to be screaming like other people's. Jorgen, who made a fantastic start, made a bit of a mistake, I think it was, if I recall, and is now trying to recover, and he's trying to catch Stefan, but as I said, the gap is increasing a little bit there. But still, I think that's going to be Jorgen's first podium. So I think Kenneth and Jorgen are really going to be pleased with themselves. And I think they're both Danish as well, actually, aren't they? If I recall.
Yes, they are.
Richard McKay.
And this, Stefan is going to take the lead in the championship with this. Is that correct?
The fact that Don's dropped out and he isn't on the server, that is correct. So Don will actually receive nil points. That means Stefan will now lead the championship. That is correct. So Richard Mackay's had a fantastic race as well. So I will say, there's a couple of guys in the first 4. In fact, I could say the first 5, 6, or 7 who actually had fantastic race compared to previous races. So even though we had an incident at the beginning, most of these guys have actually got down and got on with it. Even Sven's having a fantastic race here. 5th, I think that's going to be Sven's highest finish in all this. Don, did I hit my head or did Kenneth used to drive an AMG? Very good question. Shall I answer that question for you? Let me have a look. You may be right. You may be subject to a penalty here. Oh, you're a cruel bunch. So...
Oh, he's been driving that Bentley.
No, he's not.
No?
He's not.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Oh, well.
I think he's forgotten. That's the one he races in the Constructors.
That's right.
No.
He took the wrong car.
Well spotted. Oh, dear, dear, dear. I missed that, Chris. My apologies. Yes, so I think he's forgotten that he should be racing the Mercedes AMG, and he's in the Bentley, and he's got comfortable with the Bentley. That's good.
So this will basically count as a dropped race for him.
Yeah, so Stefan is the winner of this race technically.
Well, the drop race
technically, but he wouldn't get the points for it though, will he? How does that work?
So what will happen is Kenneth will still get his points for this race, but he will now get a 40-point penalty.
That's right. So
he's only going to get a net gain of 10 points as a result of this race.
Exactly.
But Kenneth's problem is if he then goes back to the Mercedes next week, he'll get another 40-point penalty.
That's right.
So Kenneth actually still wins this race because the 40 penalty is a point penalty, not a place penalty.
Right.
So he's not losing places; he's losing points from his table. Oh, we've got Paul Moore. Hi, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, guys. Just want to say that announcing team is great. I was out shopping and put the stream on to listen to while driving home. It's some of the most... Oh, cheers, Paul. Thanks very much. I hadn't thought of it quite like that, actually, just listening to it as opposed to watching it. Paul Moore just says, oh, my God, and Chris says, ouch. Yeah, Eagle-Eyed Don Queen and, Mikhail are all... I think, he's gonna feel gutted, isn't he? He's still going to take the win. We cannot take the win from him. You know, he's still going to get that podium, but it's going to be bittersweet, isn't it? He's got the podium, but actually his net gain's going to be 10 points. I think he prefers the Bentley to the Mercedes, and that's why he's doing what he's doing. So just in relation to on the track, Jorgen's gaining on Stefan ever so slightly now. Andy Skelton's gaining on David Blythe.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because Robert Obando did the same thing. He switched cars, and we caught it later, but he got also penalized 40 points.
Oh, there's been a problem. Sven has gone off, and he's lost a place to Jorian. So Jorian has now moved up into 5th. So, interesting. But back to, anyway, the battle that was going on was Andy Skelton and David Blythe, the Battle of the Brits. Well, David Blythe at the moment is in Florida, I'm led to believe. And Chris has just said, thanks, Chris. You guys commentating makes watching so much more entertaining. Well done. Thank you very much for that. Don't forget, we're just old guys talking. There's guy, Juan does this as a professional. So Paul Moore saying, if you take a 40-point hit for switching cars, can you also go back to your first car with no penalty? No. The way it works, Paul, is if you did that, you could pick 2 cars in the championship, get a 40-point penalty, and just keep going on. So what we've got to do is make sure that every time you change your car, there's going to be a penalty. Otherwise, you could have 2 cars set up for different tracks, and that is really unfair.
Well, gentlemen, we have Peterson getting closer and closer to Stefan right now.
Yeah. He sure is.
Let's move forward. Let's jump in his cockpit and see how he's how it's looking. Yeah, Chris, that's exactly the reason. Sorry, Jonathan. That's exactly the reason, as I've said, it just stops people getting cars tailored for tracks and switching between the two.
You know, as I was going to say that the motor inside that Honda doesn't sound half as exciting as the Lambo, does it?
No, it doesn't. let's just listen to the difference. Yeah. So the Lambo's the box of bees was the Honda's the box of butterflies. He's taking a different line there, isn't he? Look at the difference in line.
Yes, he is. Yes.
I will say, he got a cracking drive though.
But the question is Stefan slowing down, or is it Jürgen going faster?
No,
let's have a look. Jürgen's last lap was
full
a 58.8.
second. It's a full second faster.
Yeah, it is a full second faster. Yes, Stefan's was a 59.9.
Yeah, there you go.
And in fact, well, Stefan's fastest lap is third out of them all. The fastest lap, what is Kenneth? Do you know who? Does anyone want to guess who the second fastest lap was?
Nikos.
Nikos, yeah. Nikos was absolutely flying at one point.
There's my Jean Alesi.
Yeah.
Right there. Right there.
Yeah, Ollie's saying Steph's getting tired. Stefan's getting tired. I don't know. He's holding him at bay now. He's got to that gap where it's you know, I mean these guys are just not cutting the corners, are they?
They're not. Nope.
Oh, big sideways! Oh,
a tank slapper! My.
I didn't see that. Look at the gap difference now.
Yeah, it's huge. And, you know, we talk about this almost on a weekly basis. You know, we get to the last, 10 or 20 minutes of the race. And, you know, hey, these guys are tired. And they start making mistakes. And they've got to really try and focus. So, I mean, goodness, I'm just not surprised by, you know, the slowing down a little bit and making these errors.
And Manuel passed Luke.
Yeah, I saw that. I did jump onto that for a very brief second. But I noticed Kenneth was flashing white, which implies he's had a bit of a problem. Luke's not giving up, though. Luke is not giving up.
I think Luke will be thrilled with a top 10 finish.
To be honest, you know the way Luke's been, and he admits himself, doesn't he, quite openly. He comes out of a race and goes, "I'm crap. I'm awful," and he said that many times. And you know, a workman should never blame his tools. You mentioned he's got some new equipment. That might be the difference in confidence versus no confidence. You know, we say Nikos with his brakes, don't we? Nikos gets decent brakes, he could be a completely different driver. Right, Andy Skelton is still putting pressure on David Blythe here. Luke's not giving up here. Luke is not giving up. But again,
and Luke, before the start of the race, was alluding to he should be in Group 4.
I'm not convinced. Looking at this now, he's made massive
That's
strides.
Right.
This one race, he's made massive strides, I think. So we've got 6 minutes to go, guys. Anyone wanting to put the head on the block for driver of the day?
Oh man, look, as it stands right now, look, Kenneth, he took pole position by half a second. He's led every lap. I'd give it straight to him. As good as Stefan has been, he is still in second place.
Yeah, I think Stefan's also.
Don't forget, he picked up the wrong car.
Yeah, but
that is true.
Yeah, but hold on a minute.
That's a good point.
Hold on a minute. What you got to think about here is the driver of the day is the person who's on track, who's performed. The car doesn't come into the driver of the day. If you're going to penalise someone because they picked the wrong car, whoa, Luke's just drifted the McLaren then. I think that's wrong. I think we've got to concentrate on who's had the good drive. If he'd turned up in the Mercedes and he'd have dominated, would you have given the driver of the day? So he's made a mistake and picked the wrong car from the constructors. He's going to get a penalty for that. Does that warrant him not getting driver of the day? So that's the debate for people.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Chris is saying...
well, for me, it's between the top two.
Yeah, Rickard's saying Kenneth. Chris is saying Kenneth. He's been flawless. Ollie's saying Luke. Paul Moore say Tokyo Drift eSeniors edition.
I mean, if you look at who's P15, Nikos he got back on track after his excursion and all his crashes, and he's lapping. He's 2 laps behind, but he didn't give up. He's going to get still as well. So
yeah,
and as you said, he's put the second fastest lap of the race up too. So there's that as well.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, Don's saying if he sticks with that car for the rest of the year or not shouldn't matter on the driver of the day vote. Ollie says forget the car. That's crap. Chris is saying he's made countless little errors in past races to lose the lead. Kevin's asking who gets Muppet of the day. So I think it's I think obviously the race has still got 4 minutes to go. We'll leave that till coming up towards the end, but as it stands at the moment, I think it's fair to say Kenneth has had a faultless race. And yeah, he gets the penalty on the table for his lack of cars. You know what? I honestly believe he's completely forgotten about it because of the constructors' race, and he's had the constructors' race on Tuesday, and when he's gone to race, he's completely forgotten to change his car back. That's going to be old age. That's going to be what we call a brain fart. And I think when you tell him you're going to get a 40-place penalty, he's going to go, I didn't realise. But he probably wants now to stick with the Bentley. I think he prefers the Bentley over the Mercedes because he's driving this beast tons better than the Mercedes.
Chris says whoever runs out of gas gets Muppet of the day.
Yeah. Isn't it usually Stefan?
No, that's for crashing into 18 other drivers on the first lap.
Look at this. Skelton's going for it. He's going for it. Oh, he's got the inside. Brake this time, Andy. Oh, he's done it. No, he's gone deep.
Oh, no, he's
caused...
Oh, he's got no revs at all.
Yeah, he's caused Blythe to go... Whoa, contact, no. No, please. Wow. Brilliant racing.
Got him. Yep.
Yeah. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh, they touched.
Oh,
he's gone around.
Oh dear.
There you go.
Oh, and he got drop kicked as well.
Oh dear. That's a difficult one. That is he waiting or is he going?
No, he's not waiting.
Be interested to see if that gets raised as an incident. I wouldn't like to say this early on. Who was the guilty party there? Rickard Weston was saying, send! And then he gone, oh no. Rickard.
Yeah, and I was in car with Andy and I was like staring at his radar. So, he was there. You could see him. He was there. But yeah, that's a difficult one. Have to look at it again for sure.
They're after the incident this week with a couple of races on lap 1. It could get quite interesting. We had a discussion, didn't we, the other night, guys, after the race had gone, about incidents and
that's right.
We just for the benefit of the stream, we talked about how an incident looks on face value when you watch the replay from the outside of the car, and people that make these decisions, they make them decisions, and so on and so forth. When you look at the replay from inside the car and look at the inputs and compare braking points to previous laps or to laps coming up, that can tell you such a different story. And sometimes when you realise someone's broken 30 metres later than they normally brake, you think, well, hold on a minute. They're never going to make the corner, for argument's sake. So, there was a lot of incidents in the Porsche Cup that we're aware of. And the GT4 I didn't see, so I can't really comment on that. I knew there was a couple of incidents in there, but I didn't really watch the whole race because unfortunately I was eating at the time. I was doing a Chris Bourne. So this lap's fully over. But I'll tell you who's gaining.
Yeah, Jorgen.
Yeah, 1.3 seconds behind, and Billy Stewart is 0.8 seconds behind Eric. So driver of the day, guys, are we settling on Kenneth?
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely settle on Kenneth.
Okay, so I just want to say well done, Kenneth. You deserve our driver of the day for a faultless race from start to finish. Very few issues, if any. The fact that you selected the wrong car doesn't stop you from being the driver of the day, but when you realise, you know you're going to be gutted, my friend. So no doubt I'll expect the private message about it at some point. But we'll say, what a fantastic race, fully deserved, well done. Paul, I said the same. Luke's gone off. He's running really slow, Luke.
Oh, too bad.
He's not lost a place. He's not lost. He's run out of fuel.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out of gas, isn't he?
What is it? What is it? We've got to give him Muppet of the Day award. He's run out of fuel, hasn't he?
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's gone off now.
And there's Blythe going past. There's Skelton going past.
And Jorgen is very, very close to Stefan now.
He is. Now we're on the last lap. I'm just going to... I'm keeping an eye on that one, but obviously we wouldn't mind riding with Kenneth to see him over the line. Chris, there's the Muppet me bad. What is it you say? What is it you said, Chris?
Extremely close to each other now. This is like a grandstand finish.
Oh, not having another one, are we? We can't have 2 weeks on the run.
No, I know, right?
I'll jump back to TV of Kenneth. Look at that. There's not a mark on that Bentley. There's not even tyre marks on the Bentley from rubber off the road. He's been in another class, hasn't he? Kenneth, to be fair.
Yeah, he has. That's for sure. He just pulled the lead out right from the word go. And his performance in qualifying really said it all.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I would say maximum points, but unfortunately for Kenneth, it's not going to be. But he did win the race. You know, his penalty is a table penalty, not a position penalty. And we need to be clear on that. And Stefan has held on for a fantastic second place. And Jorgen is getting the podium. And Richard has also done extremely well. So many guys have done well today. And that top. Jorian's run out of fuel. He's not going to make it.
Oh, yes. He's not going to make it.
Oh, goodness. Look at that.
Oh,
that means Sven's going to take him. Here comes Sven.
He needs to get out and push.
Yeah, he's moved. Yeah, he's gone to the pits. Oh, it's classed as finished going to the pits. Wow, I tell you what, I feel livid if that's happened to me. He's exited to the pits, which means he's finished.
Yes.
But he ran out of fuel, which means other drivers could have passed him. You get me?
Yeah, no, that's a very interesting thing right there. Didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you could do that. That's worth
knowing. In theory, you'd be able to run out of fuel on at the beginning of the last lap and then just go straight to the pits.
Correct.
Wow, that's a bug.
Yeah.
That's like Schumacher at Silverstone that one year when he had the black flag and he went straight. He went into the pits.
And Blythe ran
stop and go.
Blythe ran out of fuel as well. 3 cars ran out of fuel in that race, guys. Anyway, just want to say thanks to everybody in the stream and a thanks to Jeremy and Jonathan. Fantastic assistance there, guys, with this. And hope you really enjoyed that. Absolutely fantastic race. Clear victory there from Kenneth, but Stefan and Jorgen both deserved of that podium. I will see you on track tomorrow because I'm racing, but I shall be streaming the Group 1 race on Sunday. So thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the weekend coming up.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, everyone.